Well, good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're able to join me today. It's Monday, February 1st, 2021, and we're going to be making 3 cards today, and I'm going to showcase a brand new stamp and dies that are coming out starting tomorrow that are brand new, and we're bringing back another from a Sale-a-bration back in 2017. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. So I'm going to go ahead and get you put up on my iPad here so I can watch comments. So hold on a second. Find me. Where am I? Just refresh. There I am. Okay, so be sure when you come on that you comment and like and share the video and invite your friends also. So I'm just going to give a moment for everybody to get on. Hope you're all having a good day. We've got beautiful sunshine out there today. It's kind of cool though. We got some cooler temperatures than what we had been having. So, but that's okay. It's winter. Good morning, Paula. Glad you could join. Like I was saying, I'm going to be showcasing a new stamp set that starts tomorrow. So I'll give you all the information on that. But let me go ahead and turn you back around here and we'll get started. Hi, Jackie. Looking at my ceiling here. Let me get the technical stuff out of the way here. Hopefully we don't have any problems. Let's see what that looks like. My iPad's a little bit delayed here, so I'm just waiting for it to catch up to me. Let me scooch it over a tiny bit here. Am I going the wrong direction? This just gives me a little time to breathe here. Yeah, I'm going the wrong direction. Let me go back this way. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, today's February 1st, 2021, so we've got a brand new host code that just started today, and that is RDD4KUMR. So if you put in an order that's under $150, use that code. Otherwise, don't use the code. You'll get all the rewards yourself. So, and as I said, I'm Debbie Foster. I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas, in the United States. I'm creating with Debbie, and my website is www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And you can go on there and shop for any of the items that I'm showcasing today. So, I've been kind of rushing around this morning, so I'm kind of trying to catch my breath here a little bit. I guess I wasn't very prepared, so I had to get up early this morning and do it. And I'm not a real early morning person either, so that took some doings. Let me move this aside. Okay, and we've still got our Bouquet of Hope. Let me show you this picture, it's a little bit bigger. Bouquet of Hope paper pumpkin going on, and that's until February 10th that you can sign up for that. And it has enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. And it features the pretty pastel shades and rich jewel tones, floral patterns, and pieces, and a thoughtful, versatile stamp set. This coordinates with the exclusive Flower and Field Designer Series paper that we're that is in the Sale-a-bration catalog. So if you spend $50, you'll get that paper pack free. So with your first paper pumpkin that you receive, you'll receive everything in it. You'll receive one acrylic block, the stamp set, the cards, envelopes, and all the other embellishments that go along with it. So it's really good. All you'll need to furnish would be your scissors and maybe a paper cutter if you want. And then during Sale-a-bration, we've got a new promotion going on. If you want to join Stampin' It and be on my team, that doesn't mean that you got to do what I do. You can just be a discount shopper and you'll receive 20% discount on everything that you purchase. So along with that, you'll pay $99 for your first kit, but you'll receive $125 worth of products that you'll be able to choose. And then we've got brand new packs of paper that haven't even came out yet that'll be coming out in our June catalog. So you'll get 5 packs of paper, which is 200 sheets of paper along with that. So that value is, oh gosh, around $60. So it'd be $11.50 per pack. So 5 times that. I'm not doing my math in my head. I should have done it. So anyway, you're getting that. Plus you'll get a paper pumpkin free. So altogether, all that adds up to be about $225 worth of products. So if you have any questions on that, be sure to get with me and I'll help you with that. So like I said, we've got a brand new stamp set and dies that are coming out starting tomorrow. And if you're around back in 2017, we had the Hey Chick stamp set that was in Sale-a-bration, and they brought that back. So I'm going to get my paperwork here right. So we've got Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick, and here's the two here. Here's the Hey Birthday Chick. Here's the one that they brought back from 2017 was Hey Chick. But to add to that, they've also came out with the dies for it. So they're really cute. It's got a chicken coop and a corn stalk and ears of corn and a little bit of chicken wire and a stump and a sign. So that's really cute. That goes with the Hey Chick. And you can get these all at a bundle. So I'm going to give you the bundle numbers on these. And then we've got the Birthday Chick dies. And that goes with this. And it's got a fence and a bag of seeds, I guess it is. And a little chick in there. And then a Happy Birthday die, which we're going to be using today. So those are really cute. I'm going to have lots of fun with those, I think. So let me go ahead and give you the bundle numbers on those. And if you miss it during my presentation, you can message me and I'll get it to you. So the Hey Chick bundle, which is the one that they're bringing back, the Hey Chick, and then the new dies that go with it, that bundle number is 158627, and that's $44 for the bundle. And then the Hey Birthday Chick is the bundle number is 158631, and that's $43 also. So but if you had the Hey Chick from before and don't need the stamp set, you can just get the dies, and that number is where's the number at? Probably easiest just to look at the die package. Yeah. That number is 158199, and that's just for the dies if you already have the stamp set. Otherwise, you can get it as a bundle. And I don't know if you can see the samples on here that they're showing. They've got a few on the top there. Okay, Sharon, that's fine. We're just getting started. As I was saying, the Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick bundles will be starting tomorrow. And if you still have, I don't know if you ever got the Hey Chick stamp set from back in 2017. If you did, you can just add on the dies. And the die numbers are, 158, 199. And otherwise, you can get the other ones as a bundle. We've got the, let me just show these real quick again so I don't know what you missed here. Okay, we've got the Hey Birthday Chick. And she comes with the Birthday Chick dies. And that bundle number is 158631. So if you have any questions, be sure you ask me, and I'll be sure to help you. Let's see. I'm just kind of going through my papers here. I'm trying to knock everything on the floor. Here's a couple more samples of it. And I guess that's all I have printed out. So, but with further ado, let's go ahead and get started using those. I had made my husband a birthday card using the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set and dies. I wanted to show that with you, share it with you. Here it is. It says Happy Birthday. Let me get my lighting over here. We've got a lot of shadows going on, and I bet I've got to shut my blinds up here. Hold on a second. I've got to shut my blinds. That sunshine's putting a glare on everything. Let's see if that's better. Let's see. That looks a little better than me. Brighten up a little bit more here. Okay, hope that's good. It feels like I've got more light in my face here, so I need to scooch that back a little bit. Okay. All right, so here's the card that I made my husband for his birthday. He said I could share it with y'all. And there's the inside. Lots of fun. So let me get my bits and pieces out here, and we'll get started with our first card. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. Here's the card. And there's the inside. I had fun making this. Lots of pieces, but it was fun. Okay, we're going to start out with our card base, which is our basic gray cardstock. And that measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And I've scored it at 4 1/4 inches. And we're going to go ahead and burnish that. And then we've got a early espresso mat, which is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. Let me make sure I got my measurement right on that. I'm challenged when it comes to the 5/8 and 3/8 and yeah, I believe it's 5 3/8. Let me measure that again. Yeah, 5 3/8 inches by 4 1/8 inches. And that's going to be our mat. And I've cut paper out of our designer series paper, I'm using the In Good Taste DSP. And DSP stands for Designer Series Paper. So if you hear me saying that, that's what that means. And I'm going to be using this one right here, the wood panel. And that's this one right here. And we've cut that at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're just going to glue that down to our mat here. Hope everybody's having a good day. So far mine's good, but it's early. Alright, and we're going to center that on top of our mat. And one thing good about the liquid glue, it gives you time to move it a little bit if you need to. Alright, and then I'm going to come in here with our thread, I guess they're calling it a trim. It's out of the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. And that's in our big catalog, our annual catalog. And I'm using this one here. It's kind of a gauze, kind of. It's real soft, and I'm going to be using that. And I cut it about, I believe it's about 6 inches. Did I put my measurements down? Yes, 6 inches. And we're going to take that and we're going to get our Scotch tape, and we're just going to put that, attach it to the bottom of our Designer Series paper here. Looks like I cut a little bit extra here, but that's okay. I'd rather have too much than not enough. And like I said, be sure you like and share my video. That improves my viewers. Then I get more viewers. And I'll be posting this onto YouTube later today also. And also the pictures and dimensions and directions and everything I'll be putting on my blog later today also. So be sure that you subscribe to my blog. The address is right there in my description, so you might be able to click right on that and take you right there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach this to the front of our card. Oops, that came out funny. I guess I'm squeezing a little too hard. And make sure I've got my card going the right direction. I'm not putting it upside down or nothing. I have done that. So did everybody have a good weekend? Ours was fairly well. We had one of our members at church that passed away, so we had the funeral Friday, so that was pretty sad. All right, so we're going to start stamping our little guy here. Okay, I've got glue on my fingers. Inside, one of these are scrap. Okay, that one's a scrap. This goes on the inside of the card. All right, get all of our stamps out here. We're using this little girl, looks like she's dancing, our birthday one, and then a little dancing one, and then an egg that's got his feet up, but he hasn't all the way came out yet. Well, that's good English. Hadn't come all the way out of the shell yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to stamp these all using our black Memento ink. And we've got dies that will cut out these, but I'm going to do the coloring first. So, yeah, he kind of smudged. I'm going to do him again. Pressed a little bit too hard there. Move these aside. So has anybody got any big plans for the week? Hard to believe that we're in February already. I'm not sure where January went to. Okay, so let's close up our ink pad. And we're going to bring in our blends. And I've got quite an assortment of the blends that we're using, so get those out of your way there. Okay. So I guess we're going to start out. I guess maybe I just need to take all these out and make it easier. But let me start out with the dancing hen. We're going to start out using the dark smoky slate on her. And I think I'm going to put a piece of scratch paper underneath me because sometimes these do leak through on the back. So just to protect my work surface. I'm just going to go around her a little bit and do a little shading. And do her wings a little bit darker than what her body will be. Okay. So now we're going to come in with the light smoky slate. And I'm going to use the large end. Okay, and the light smoky slate is kind of light, so I'm going to go back over it a few times to darken it up. And kind of blend it a little bit more. Okay, let's call that quits on there. Once it dries, it'll darken it up too. Alright, and then we've got her, what's this thing underneath here called? I think it's called a wattle. Thought I heard somebody call it a wattle. I'm going to use the light poppy parade to do that, and then the, whatever the top is. Not sure what that's called, what the right name for it is. If anybody knows, just comment on here. We'll get all of our chicken terms right. Alright, and then I'm going to use the dark mango melody for the beak. Okay, so there we have her. You can see her in the camera very well. So I'm going to do our dancing baby chick. I'm going to start out outlining in the dark mango melody and also do his feet. Okay, and come back in with the light mango melody. do his beak with the dark mango melody also. And we might as well get this little guy's feet while we're at it. I'm missing a blend here. I forget to grab it. No? A light pumpkin pie. Oh, there it is right in front of me. Okay. It could have bit me. So close. So I'm going to outline his mask with the dark pumpkin pie. And then I want to fill it in with the light pumpkin pie. I don't really have anything going on the rest of the week here. Nothing exciting, I guess. Alright, and then I'm going to do the egg using the light pumpkin pie. Or maybe I'll just leave it white. No, that might be too dark. I'm just going to leave it white. Then we're going to come back in and we're going to color this little guy's party hat. And we're going to be using the dark pumpkin pie. I'm changing my colors here. I'm going to use the light misty moonlight and the dark magenta madness on his hat. Oh, great, we got dogs barking. Sorry about that. Dogs are barking outside, so Cookie thinks she's got to bark too. She don't even know what she's barking at. Okay, so let's come back and we're going to do our birthday chicken. And we're going to do the same with that. We're going to outline it with the dark mango melody. And I'm just going to color in his wing there with the dark. And kind of give some highlights. And his face and his beak and his feet. I apologize for Cookie carrying on. I don't know what she's barking at. And I'm going to come back in with the light mango melody, and I'm going to blend his body and all that with this. I'm going to come back in and do his hair and his tail with a different color. Oh, Sharon, no, the Pretty Peacock blends haven't retired yet. They'll be retiring when the new catalog comes out. All the in colors from that same time. I'm not sure the year. Was it 20? I think it was 2020 to, no, 2019 to 2021, maybe. I'd have to look back at my book. I'm kind of guessing on the year, but it's the last in colors before this last bunch. Okay. And we're going to have some wild, crazy hair here. So we're going to do the dark magenta madness. Cookie, you're misbehaving. You need to be a good girl. Don't worry about it. Oh, Mom, that's not fair. They get to bark. Okay, and then we're going to do the tail feathers the same. I could have had this all colored before, but I didn't. So I hope you don't get too bored watching me coloring. Okay, and then we're going to do the cake frosting with the light flirty flamingo. I thought I had the dark out here. Yeah. Oops. I lost the cap to my blends. Hold on a second. I got ink all over my fingers. Alright, let's start this again. I'm going to do with the dark flirty flamingo, and I'm going to outline our frosting on our cupcake. And then I'm going to come back in with the light flirty flamingo and blend that all in. And we're going to use our baby boss to die cut these all out, so thank goodness we don't have to cut them. I think I'm going to use the dark magenta madness for the candle. And for the cupcake paper, we're using the light cinnamon cider. Alright. And it looks like some frosting has dripped off of there, so we're going to come back in with our dark flirty flamingo. We're just going to dot those little circles on the ground. And we need some flames here, so I'm going to go with the dark Mango Melody for the flame on the candle. Okay, so that's all the coloring we have to do. I'll put these flames away again. Get them out of my way. And get some scrap paper out of the way. We're going to come back in here with our baby boss. And we're going to do some die cutting. I sure like using this on my desk. It's a whole lot easier than dragging out something heavier and more cumbersome. So we got our plate 1. And okay, that's for embossing folders. Alright. Then we've got 2 cutting plates, which are number 2s. And I may have to cut this down smaller to fit it in here. Get my scissors here. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut out the birthday chick here. And here's our dies. Pull these all out. Here's for the birthday chick. I think I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape to hold down my die so it doesn't move on me. Get it back in place here again. I think that's good. And put our plate back on there. shoulder's been kind of sore all weekend. I think I might have overdone it last week with it. Probably doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But I guess that's how I learn, the hard way. Alright, there we have her. She's cut out. And then we're going to cut out our chunky, fancy chicken. I should be able to cut all of these at the same time, so let me go ahead and get them placed on here first, and then we'll run her through. So here's the dancing one. The dancing hen. And then the other dies come out of the other. There she is. Right here. Let me put these back in here so I don't lose any of the small dies. Alright, so let's set this up there. Probably better off doing it down here and then sticking them down. Okay. Some more tape. And center that one. When you first take off your washi tape, you might want to stick it on your clothes to get all the tackiness off of it so it doesn't tear your paper. And I reuse them each time. I'll stick them down on surface where they don't get ruined, and I just use them over and over until there isn't any more. Recycling. Okay, so let's put our plate on top of here and we'll run that through. Yeah, Jackie, that's probably what she's barking at too. She hears the other guys out there. So close this back up. Set it out of our way. And there we have all of our chickens die cut. Okay. And my die is out of here. Okay, I'm going to move our plates out of the way. Okay, so we're going to bring our card back in here. And we're going to put these all up on dimensionals. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pop off my dimensionals easier. And maybe one more there. Turn him over and put one. And same with the egg. And our birthday chicken. Oops. And maybe one more right here. Okay. So we're going to kind of place those where we want them. And she's going to be over here dancing. And this one's going to kind of overlap on her. And then our egg will go right there. So we've got some corn stalks to place down first. Get all my bits out here. Get a little corn out. And I'm going to bring in my what's it called? I'm drawing a blank. My mat here, I'm going to use that to glue down my things here. Silicone mat. Boy, I was having a senior moment there for a moment. I'm going to put a little bit of glue up here. And I'm going to come back in with my sponge. And I'm just going to dunk that in the glue, and I'm going to put a little glue on the back of these. Doesn't take a whole lot. You could use a fine tap in there. Am I back again? Let me make sure. Yeah, there I am. I don't know what happened. It must have been when Siri or whoever she is was thinking that I wanted to do a search. I don't know what that was about. So I hope everybody can come back again. Let me give a minute here. I don't know. It seems like other demonstrators too are having problems with Facebook, losing it. Just say hi when you come back on so I know that you're back. And I'll kind of hold up here a little bit. I guess I could go ahead and start gluing all these down while I wait. Huh. I guess Siri was a naughty girl when she did that to me. Okay, Sharon's back. Anybody else back? All this modern technology. When it's working good, it's good, but when it's acting up, it can be a pain. Well, I'll just go ahead and start gluing these down, and hopefully everybody comes back. I'm just going to put one on each side of the cornstalk. Well, I hate that I lost everybody. Okay, so we're going to set that aside, and we're going to start assembling our card. So I'm going to take your pick tool, and I'm going to pop off our dimensional backings. When you do this, you just kind of push forward. You poke it, and then you push it forward, and that releases the backings off easier. Especially if you ain't got no fingernails like me. And we're going to place her just over the trim there a little bit. And we're going to do our dancing big hen next, because we need to make sure we got enough room for get all those off of there. And she's kind of dancing right there. Make sure you got it even with the side of your card, but you don't go over it, because you want it to be able to fit in the envelope. And we're going to kind of get this little guy kind of on top of her a little bit. He's in front of her dancing. And then we're going to take our egg, dancing egg, and we're going to place that right there. Okay, so we still have to cut out our happy birthday, and that is in this one. I need to bring my baby boss back again. I forgot we had to cut that out yet. And we're going to go with the number 1 plate, a cutting plate, and then another cutting plate on the top. Those are number 2s. And I'm using the Daffodil Delight cardstock for the corn, and then for the husks I used crushed curry, and the corn stalks are garden green. I guess I forgot to say that. All right. Okay, so there's our die. I'll put that back. Put baby boss away. And I just got a few things I got to push out, but I love the way these new machines cut. There's hardly any sticking. Everything comes out really easy. So I need to bring my silicone mat back over here because we need to put some glue on the back of that instead of trying to use a regular glue. Alright, we're going to place that up in the upper right hand corner. And we've got some embellishments here. We're using the 2020-2022 in color enamel dots. I'm going to use the cinnamon cider ones. And we're going to do 3 of those. Kind of there. And another one here. Looks like I need to order some more. I like these, they're cute. And I'll put them back. My goodness, we're taking quite a while, but I had technical difficulties here first. And on the inside, I have this little strip that's left over from what I cut off, and it's, oh, what is it, a 1/2 inch? Yeah, a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. And we're going to place that on the side here. We're just going to glue that down. And the inside cardstock, the white cardstock, measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're just going to leave a little edge border on that and place that down. And I didn't get my we're going to put You're Still a Spring Chicken on the inside. And I'm going to snitch this block here. I'm just going to use our black Memento ink again. And we're going to stamp that in the center. So here we have the inside of our card. We'll go ahead and glue that to the inside. It looks like I might not have got all my viewers back again, so hopefully they'll find me on YouTube later today. You just go in there and do a search for me. Just search for Creating with Debbie, and I should come up okay. And be sure to check out my blog too. From all the cards that I've done, I've been posting pictures of them and the dimensions and all the stuff that goes with it. So check that out. Here's the front of our card. Happy birthday. You're still a spring chicken. Okay, so there's our first card. Looks like I'm running a little bit slow today, so hopefully everybody stays with me. Okay, these next ones should come together fairly fast. I've got all the coloring done already. Let's see. And this is using this, and I'm letting the paper do most of the work, but the sentiment comes from Heal Your Heart. I'm using the thank you. And the paper comes from, it's called True Love, and it's all black and white. But the nice thing about this is you can color either the background, or you can just color the flowers, or whatever you want to do. So the black and white you're able to color onto. So that's what we're using today. And I've already done the coloring already to save some time. I just colored them and then I fussy cutted them out of the paper. It wasn't too hard to cut out, so it went fairly fast. And our card base is just our basic white, which measures 5.5 by 8.5 inches, and then scored at 4 1/4 inches. And we're just going to fold that, and we're going to burnish that. And I've got a black mat that measures 4 inches, 4 1/8 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to glue that down to our card base. The blends that I used the Rococo Rose, I believe. Yeah, the light and dark Rococo Rose, and then the light and dark Just Jade, and then I used, for the center, I used dark Daffodil Delight. No, I didn't do the centers on these. I take that back. I just did the Rococo Rose and the Just Jades, light and dark on both. This isn't going on straight here. Yeah, temperamental here today. Okay, so we've got the black mat glued down. And then I've got the Designer Series paper, which is the background. Is this one right here, and this is on the front side. They're two-sided, each one. There's the back side of it. But we're going to use the diagonal stripes. We're just going to glue that down to our black mat. And get that center so you have just a tiny border going around it. And I've got a piece of vellum which measures, I thought I had all these wrote down. I just as fast to measure it. 3 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And it's going to go completely across here. So, but I've also die cut the Stitch So Sweetly by the Rococo Rose, and I use this one here, the second to the largest. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Now first we're going to stamp that. We have to bring out our Stamparatus. I'm going to use that to make sure I get a good impression that it isn't too light. And I've already got it marked in here. We're just going to place that down, put our magnets down on it to hold it in place. And we're going to ink up our sentiment and press it. And we need a little bit more on there. And that's a good thing about the Stamparatus. If you don't get it right the first time, you got more chances to go in there and correct it. So let me bring that out. Set that aside. Okay, so we're gonna put this on top of our vellum. And I'm gonna use our, well, yeah. I'm using my Stampin' Seal. And a trick for using your Stampin' Seal is to run the runner and then push it forward, and that'll release the glue off the back so you can let go. And I'm going to place this over against the edge. And now I can put my glue underneath there so it doesn't show. And yeah. With the vellum, it doesn't want to grab hold of it very well. So I got to kind of help feed it along here. Okay. And you can also place a small strip on this side because the flowers are going to cover that. I wouldn't go all the way around it. I'd keep it where it's going to be hid underneath something because it'll show through the vellum. And we're going to put that right up against the edge of our black mat, or up against our Designer Series paper. And that looks a little crooked. I wonder if I can lift it off. No, we're just going to leave it. So now we're going to take our flowers, we're going to put those up on dimensionals. Oh my goodness, didn't want to come off of there. And a couple more here. Looks like I'm going to have to start a new sheet of dimensionals here pretty soon. But don't forget, you can use the outside edges too. Just cut them to the sizes that you want to use. Waste not, want not, I say. Okay, so we're going to take our flowers that we've already colored, and we're going to center that to the left side. But we want to make sure that we're clearing the card okay, then it will fit in the envelope. So let's place it right about there. Okay. And now I've got some black matte dots. And these are, I think, are still on back order, but they should be coming back soon. So these are new in the catalog. We're going to place 3 of them. And there. And I'm going to move that one up just a tiny bit. Try to get them even spaced. That's close. It's not quite accurate, but it's close. So here's our second card. And if you want, you could put some Wink of Stella on the flowers. But we're just going to leave it for now. I think I did do it on my original. There's our second card. Let's go with our third card. I know we're kind of going over in time today, so I'm hoping that y'all aren't in no hurry. If you are, you can leave and come back later and watch the replay. So I want to go ahead and do this one. This is using one of the Sale-a-bration stamp sets that you can get with a $100 order. It's called A Touch of Ink. And here's the card that we're going to be doing with the butterfly. This shouldn't take very long because I've got pretty much everything done up, I think. We're going to start out with a Highland Heather cardstock, which measures 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. We've scored it at 5.5 inches. So we're going to go ahead and burnish that. And set our card aside here. And then we've got a white mat that measures, my instructions. Okay, the white mat measures 5 3/8 inches by 4 1/8 inches. And got a hair there. Not sure if that's mine or Cookie's. Look kind of black here. Okay, so that's 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And then we've got Designer Series paper. This comes out of the hydrangea. Hydrangea Hill. And I'm using this one here. This is on the background, but we're using this one. And like I said, that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and glue these two together. And we're leaving a small border going around. And then I've got our gorgeous grape ribbon, sheer ribbon. And I've got a piece that's about 6 inches. And we're going to put that onto the front of our card, but we're going to put it towards the bottom. And to attach it, I'm just going to use my Scotch tape again. And make sure I'm getting that straight. Well, if you get the dogs barking, it's trucks going by that are noisy. It's not a very quiet morning, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down to the front of our card base. I think I've got ink on my fingers somewhere. Yeah, baby wipe to wipe them off a little bit. You see some black smudges on the back side here. And we're going to glue that to the front of our card, and leaving a small border going around. Alright. And then I've cut out an oval using our Stitch Shapes dies. And that's this one here. We're also going to cut out one for our sentiment, but we're going to set that aside for a moment. We're going to do some stamping first. I'm going to bring that piece of scrap paper over so I can protect my surface here. And this is a two-step that we're doing on all of these, with the butterfly and the leaves, and I guess that's all I'm using today. But we're going to be using, the colors of our ink are going to be Old Olive, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and Mossy Meadow. So we're going to be doing the butterfly first. We're going to use the Gorgeous Grape to do the outline. And we're just going to stamp her over to the left side of our oval. And I should have been using my pad here. Maybe bring that out and use it. I'm going to stamp off once with the butterfly, lighting it up a little bit. And we're just going to place that over the butterfly. You don't have to be so particular on matching this up because that's the way these are made, that they're not matchy. So, let me bring back my scrap paper and we're going to do the sentiment. And I'm using Hello Friend that comes out of that same set. And we're going to use the Gorgeous Grape ink. Just make sure I got a good. There we go. I'm going to have to bring back Baby Boss here in a minute to cut her out. But we'll finish doing our stamping with our leaves first. So with the leaves, I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow. That's going to be the outline. Oops. And we're just going to kind of center them so that she looks like she's going to land on the leaves. Alright, and then we'll come back in with the Old Olive and fill our leaves in. My work surface is getting smaller and smaller here. I keep bringing out stuff and setting it. We're going to stamp that off also. And I forgot where I was at here. There. So there we have our butterfly and the leaves stamped. So let me put that aside and we're going to bring out our Baby Boss and die cut this out using the smallest circle that's in the stitch shape dies. And that is this one here. And we're going to die cut that out. But let me bring our little girl over here again. And our plates. Our number 1, number 3, number 1 and number 2. And we'll put another 2 on top here in a moment. And then plate shifted on me. Oh goodness, it keeps moving. Here we go. It's all out of the way. Alright, so here we have our Hello Friend and our butterfly. So we're going to attach those using dimensionals. So here we're going to use up our scraps here of our embellishments, or our dimensionals, I mean. And let's see, I'm just going to snip them all up. Okay, and we're going to place them on our oval. Little one in the middle. Oops, I'm going to cut that one. And put some on the circle. pick tool and pop those backings off. Alright, we're going to place her just barely over the ribbon. And the sentiment, we're going to put that to the side of her. I'm going to kind of put them on top of her, just like so. Paper out of the way. And I've tied a little bow using that same ribbon. We're going to take a glue dot. We're going to place that on top of the ribbon. Just like so. And make my tails lay right here. And we're just going to trim our tails off. And then we've got some gems that we're going to be putting down. And is it right here? We're using the pastel pearls. And those are in that same suite with the hydrangea heel. And we're going to use the dark Gorgeous Grape. We're going to put one here. And probably one right there. And I always use odd numbers here, so. I think I'll put two there and one on the butterfly herself. Okay. And we've got a piece of white that's going to go on the inside, and that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to center that on the inside of our card. Alright, and I'm going to put anything on the inside. Yeah. We're going to put a butterfly on the inside. So we're going to bring out our butterflies again. And I just had her. Where did I put her? Here she is. We're going to use the same color combination. We're going to use the Gorgeous Grape for the outline. We're going to place her down in the bottom left-hand corner. And again with the Highland Heather for her outline, for her filling in her colors. Just a moment, I got something on my ink pad here. Get that off. Snip that off. I want to bring the Gorgeous Grape ink back because we're going to do our sentiment with that, our inside sentiment. And we're using Thinking of You. And we're just going to put that in the center. Okay, so here we have it. Let's set things aside here. Alright. So there's our 3 cards for today. I know we went a little bit over on our time today, but I hope you still enjoyed them. Here's our birthday chick and our hay chick with the dies. And then here's this one here, just using mostly the paper and coloring. And our last one with the butterfly. Let me make sure these are in the camera good. Yeah. Okay, like I said, I hope you enjoyed today. Be sure to share the video and tell your friends about it and share with them. And I'll be back again next Monday, same time, 10:30. And hopefully I don't have any technical difficulties like I did today where the video just shut off for some reason. But I'll be loading this to YouTube later today, so you can catch me on there. And be sure that when you watch it on YouTube that you also hit the subscribe button that's down below. And that'll let you know whenever I have a new video that I've posted so you can watch. Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad you liked them. I enjoyed doing them. But I'm going to let you all go and you all have a good day, and hopefully you can do some stamping today. And we'll be talking to you soon. Bye.